If you've never used a mind map, you definitely don't know the amount of hours that you're going to save, especially if you're just thinking out loud or talking to a team. Things can get mixed up and you're going to forget about things. So using a mind map is going to be super useful. The tool that I'm going to show you is a combination of a mind map and a note-taking app. So it's called Scrintl, and I'm going to show it to you right now. What's up, SaaS Masters? We're going to check out Scrintl, and if you want to get early access, do check out that link in the description of this video. If you want to get quicker early access, like I said, use my link and click right here, early access, and sign up. Now, Scrintl has been improving during these several months. It's been getting snappier, been getting more functionalities, and it's been getting more robust. Now, if you want to check out their changelog, I do recommend that you jump all the way down here and go into release notes and check out the release notes from here. Just double click on it and check out all the changes that have been going on recently, okay? Now, let's jump over to Scrintl. Now, if you haven't used Scrintl, like I said, it's a combination of a mind map and a note-taking app. So it's like if Notion and Obsidian had a baby and they combined it together, okay? So let me jump into one of my boards right here. So I'm gonna click on this one, YouTube Video Strategy. And this is just a demo that I've just created. Now, like I said, several changes have been going on since my past video. We got a new sidebar on the right, which gives you access to links, search, info, and actions, which give you a little bit more information and more tools. If you feel that's just in the way, well, there's a little icon right here that you can just get rid of it, okay? Now, I'll show you that a little bit later. So like I said, it's been getting more robust. So if I grab one of my elements right here, and if I right click on it, I'm gonna get more options than I had before. So I can copy, cut, I can toggle layout. So if I wanna change the layout style, I can do so. So I can make it wider or smaller, just in case what I want. I can change color, duplicate it, open focus, star it so I can view it later on, tag it, create copy, etc. A lot of things with this. But if I want to create a new element, I'll just double click any place here on the board and I can create a card or I can create a board. So a board would be like the one you're viewing right now. So you can have a board in a board. So that means that if you have a really complex idea, you can have a different board inside of another board or just go on and so forth. So I'm going to create a card first. And I'm able to write whatever I like right here. So I'm just gonna say test. I'm gonna double click on it. Here we go. And I can widen this and change the title if I like. And then I can start writing my note-taking information. So in case I have really complex ideas, I'll just click on this little plus button and I have a bunch of tools that I can use to really make this card the way I would think in my mind. So for example, I can upload an image, I can upload a PDF, add a YouTube video, add a tweet, upload a file, today, tomorrow, current, headings, bullet lists or dividers, etc., all that, or just note take right here, just like you would with any other note taker. But in this case, I'm able to view it in a mind map way. I can connect it and I can view this with other team members. So we're on the same page, okay? So let me go ahead and click this off and then I'm gonna create a board. So like I said, here's the board that I've just created. I'm gonna double click on it and I'm gonna jump into a plain board again. So like I said, we can have a board inside of another board. Let me go back to my board right here. You can see I have it right here. And if I want to connect my notes, I can do so by just pointing these arrows and connecting it, okay? Just in case I want to visualize what needs to happen or what is the combination of what I'm thinking about to connect it in a mind map way, okay? Now, if I'm using text, I also have options. I'll right click on it and I can use alignments. I can make the font larger, smaller, duplicate it, delete it, etc. And all those options available there. Now on the right, again, I can add the elements right here, a card, a board, a daily card, a text column, or a web link, all from here. Now, once you have your board working, you're gonna see, okay, how can I get team members to actually use it? And how can I make this a little bit more useful for me? Because once I have a big mind map with boards inside of another board, well, how can I find stuff? And this is one of the features that I like the most of Scrintl, which is their Spotlight. So you can see Spotlight here. I can use Command-Shift-K or click on Spotlight right here. So I'm going to use Command-Shift-K and boom, it's going to open Spotlight. So if I type in a word that I'm looking for, that I have somewhere written around, it'll find it. So if I say YouTube, it's going to find elements in my cards that have to do with YouTube. So I'll check this out and have YouTube all written right here. If I click test, well, I'll view the things that say test inside of there. Okay, for example, cards that I created, etc., and I'm able to view them. So it's a really neat way to use Spotlight. Now, like I said, you're able to use this with team members. So if a team member is actually moving this around, I'll view how they are moving it around and how they potentially change it in a different section. And we're going to be able to collab together even if we're not together. So kind of get that sense, right? They could be somewhere else with their own board over there. and we can work together on the same project. So thinking in the same mind map, okay? So what else can we do? So on the left, we have a sidebar. We have our home button and we have our search. This is a new tab. And again, you'll be able to search through everything that's going on right here. Anything that says, for example, I don't know, upload, see something there? I'll click upload and here it is, upload. It just found it. I'm gonna click on it and I can open it right here. I don't even have to go to that card or go to that place, etc. I can view it from here, okay? I'll go to home. I'm able to view all my cards from here. So in a neat form, I don't have to go into every single board. If I just want to view cards from all the boards, I do it from here. If I want to view boards, if I want to view tags, if I want to view web links, any links that are found, you'll be able to view them right here, okay? And then we have our start, which I've already favored these three, my recent works, and my options here on the bottom. So it's a really neat way to use your collaboration. Now, how can I share this? Let me go into my board right here, and you have a little share icon here at the top. I'm gonna click on it, and I'm able to share it through invite a member or a user with the email, or publish this. So if I publish this, I have a link. So let's go ahead and open this up in incognito mode. Okay, here we go. It just loaded. Let's go ahead and accept the terms right here and accept all. And I'm actually able to view the board right here. So I'm able to view the elements. I'll double click on this and I'll view what this has to do about. So I'm able to view this. So it's published and it's public once you share the link. So it's really useful in certain cases, okay? That's in case you just want to share the board and you don't want to collaborate. Like I said, if you want to use with other team members, use the email to invite users, okay? So it's really useful to have a mind map and note-taking app in the same place and work with your team members so you're always on the same page with your projects. So that is Skrintl. Like I said, if you want to get early access, do check out that link in the description in this video. And that's a wrap for Skrintl.